There's a problem that sounds really small, but could quietly cost any companies a lot of deals if they're selling internationally, which is how do you remember who each client actually is? Okay. Because if you think about it, if you're selling a product to a different continent, say to Europe or to America, and you got buyers in like 6 different countries, right? Say the German client wants everything in writing, and if you're selling to the Middle East, people only really reply after the holidays. And the Brazilian clients could live on WhatsApp voice notes. And maybe you know all these kind of things in your head, but your team might not know it. And in 3 months' time, you probably won't know either. Okay. So what happened is that somebody on your team sends the German client a chirpy voice note or follow up when, say, a Gulf client is right in the middle of Ramadan, or you're treating like a Brazilian client like a spec sheet. It's not a huge mistake, but the client can feel it, like, oh, they don't really know who I am, even though we've been talking. Because sometimes, some companies have multiple sales reps who are dealing with international buyers, and they just have no clue of what stage is what deal, right? So this happens a lot with cross-border or cross-culture sales. It's important to make your clients feel known, and that builds the trust, okay? And honestly, this is one big chunk of why we're building AutoManus, which is a sales leads memory system for people who are selling overseas. And the idea is that you can have AI to really assist you to remember every client the way that the best salesperson does, right? I think the interesting part here is that you want to be more human. That's why you're using AI to help you to build up this external brain, so that whenever you pick up the conversation, you know where to look at, and then immediately remind yourself with what's going on, right? And it's oftentimes not just the order history, it's the human stuff that you want to be remembered. Say if somebody doesn't like the voice notes, somebody is on holidays for a certain period of time, or some people might want really warm conversations instead of just cold specs. So when anyone on your team picks up the conversation, the context should be right there, okay? And nobody should re-ask the client the same thing that you were told a couple weeks or a couple months ago, so that nobody misfires. And we think this is something that AI is really generally really great at, because it can help you hold the memory, right? Like every note, every call, every preference across months still kept there, so the relationship doesn't get reset every time when somebody new is touching the same deal. So I don't think any company would expect you to behave or perform like the person who's exactly from their country, and they want to feel like you remember them. And that's a memory problem, and that's something that software can actually help you with. So yeah, anyways, if you're interested in our products and services, you can always check out my bio for more info. But I hope this sharing is helpful. Thanks.